welcome back to Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. Everything's on fire.
Everything's on fire!
Okay, I want a mod of this game. You just add in the dog at the table and it says, this is fine.
Smokey is not happy.
A mod for a Nintendo game. You crazy.
Well,
There are.
Well,
People are modding Ultimate.
yeah, you can mod Smash stuff. Well, not Smash. I'm sorry, Switch stuff, because there's like this hardware oversight or whatever in it that you can like jam a paperclip in there and then suddenly you have access to it. It's just, a lot of people don't do it because you have to jam a paperclip in there, so it's not as common as like Wii U or Wii stuff. So
yeah, and then they'll patch it out of
No, they can't. They can't patch it out. It's a hard.
They'll like design it out of the new models.
Well, yeah. I'm just saying you can't patch it out because it's a hardware function.
So
Yeah.
I'm actually really annoyed because I really want the new revision on the Switch because it basically doubles the battery life, and I play it.
But I know next year they're probably going to do a Pro that'll probably be better.
Yeah, that's true. I play it handheld enough that it would be worth it, because the one thing that keeps me from taking my Switch out to play it handheld more is the battery life, because it's just like, okay, I don't want to have to go and find an outlet after 2 hours of gameplay, so...
Yeah. Would you be able to use like chargeable phone charger for that kind of thing?
Oh yeah, you can. My phone uses the USB-C, which is what the Switch uses. It's just I don't want to have to play it tethered to a cord, because it's one of the things about the Switch. Since the power's on the bottom, you have the cord coming out of the bottom, which just makes it a little bit less manageable
I get you.
when you're playing with the cord versus. Because I played my... Oh, sorry, I didn't know that. I thought you were stuck up there for a second.
No.
I played my 3DS almost exclusively plugged into the charger, and it never bothered me because the charge port was always on the top as opposed to the Switch where it's on the bottom. It just feels weird.
Yeah.
It's another reason why the Dreamcast controller is awful. I hate that stupid thing.
That's why I refuse to ever touch the original Wii Classic controller.
Oh yeah, the Wii Classic controller does have the... the Classic Controller Pro, though, is one of the best goddamn controllers I've ever used.
Oh yeah, for the longest time before I could get my hands on a GameCube adapter, that's how I played Smash.
It's so comfy. It's really, really... I played using, like, a normal Classic controller for years, and whenever I've gone back to it since... I feel like I must have been a caveman playing with that thing. It's like, how did it... How?
Still want to know what the random slot on the back was for.
I feel like I remember seeing a mock-up for a Classic controller that had, like, the Wii remote, like, stuck to the back of it at some point. So it would have been like a...
there's a plastic attachment that you can attach to the back of the controller that holds the remote.
So, like, you could theoretically have something... like, a modern joypad with motion controls, aka the good kind. But it would have weighed like 6,000 pounds and been unwieldy
I
as fuck.
actually used to have the attachment that did that. It's just a piece of plastic that you stick onto the back.
What's your guys' favorite plastic piece of crap for the Wii? I like the plastic fishing rod that my dad got for Bass Pro Fishing. It's abysmal.
Boy, is Sega salivating at that.
It's literally one of the worst things I've ever seen in my entire life.
I think I might be able to beat you on that one.
All right, you know what? I'd be happy to hear it.
the actual size controller holder of a Wii bowling ball.
Oh my god.
What?
It was... I actually had this growing up. It was a giant hunk of plastic that you stuck the Wii remote into for Wii bowling, and it was the bowling ball. And you actually held it like a bowling ball. It was horrible.
Was it as heavy as a bowling ball?
No, it was plastic.
I was gonna say it was probably a plastic shell that you just put the thing in.
Yeah, but the plastic should be as heavy as a bowling ball if they're going for realism here.
It was very stupid.
Oh man, plastic Wii crap is something I miss from the from the 2000s in a somewhat ironic way, because plastic crap was all over video games at that point. Because not just Wii stuff, like Guitar Hero and Rock Band as well.
Probably the most uncomfortable controller I've ever held was that chainsaw from Resident Evil 4 on game.
You have that?
No, I don't have it, but I've played with it.
Oh my god.
It is so uncomfortable.
Oh my god, but I want it, though, because it's so stupid.
Man, you guys need to bust out some AVGN and take a look back at, like, old 16-bit system motion control attempts.
No, I know that shit. I never had them, though, because everyone knew they were crap.
Well, I mean, everybody, like, you know, like, I remember, like, the boogie board looking thing that he did for one of them. Like, that, I think, is one of the only ones. It's just, like, that stuff's so dumb. It's like, it's going back to an era where if you had a peripheral, you needed to have.
You know what I had as a kid, though? The Tiger Electronics, like, VR Dragon Ball Z Scouter thing version of Nights into Dreams.
Wait, so there was like a Tiger Electronic watch, so basically like the Game & Watch kind of game, but you played it on like a DBZ Scouter, and it was Nights into
the AVGN did a video on it.
Yeah, he did a video on that. Yeah, I had it as a kid though. It was basically like the screen reflected off of this visor thing in front of your eye, and it was so unnecessarily convoluted for what was essentially a Game & Watch version of Nights into Dreams.
Wow.
Yeah.
You see, the only kind of stuff, like, I never really had much of the Tiger Electronics stuff like that. The only kind of stuff like that I remember having is back when McDonald's did the Sonic promotion with the Game & Watch styled Sonic games.
the one with the Pakistan commercial?
Yeah, with the shadow basketball. Yes.
Knuckles sucker.
Yeah, I remember we also were really, really into getting those because at that time they were like, oh my god, these are the coolest McDonald's toys ever. Although the actual coolest McDonald's toys ever were the Neopets plushies. All right, fight me IRL. My Neopets are probably all dead, actually, now that I think about it.
Is the site even still up?
Yes, it is. Neopets is still up.
Wow.
I don't know how different it is because I haven't been on there since I was probably like 14 years old. And yes, I was still playing Neopets at 14. Don't judge me.
I tried collecting those little Sonic LCD screen games, and I have like 7 Sonics somewhere.
Oh yeah, and it was always really annoying because they wouldn't ever give you the extra ones. You know, if they would only have one at a time. So if they just didn't have one you wanted, you couldn't ask them to swap it. It was the worst. Oh my god. Ugh.
So stupid.
Did any of you guys get a lot of the Burger King Pokemon toys for when they were doing the Pokemon, the first movie?
Like the ones with the quote unquote metal card things.
Yeah, those ones.
I had a couple of those growing up.
I think I remember.
If only because there was a Burger King right next to the theater. So I think that was the only time we ate Burger King.
I think I remember wanting them, but I have a brother who is apparently allergic to something that they put in everything but Wendy's. So like we would only ever go to Wendy's.
Oh yeah, this is the stage with 2 secret exits.
What?
So you have to play this level 3 times.
What?
Oh, good.
Okay.
I know my sister has the Togepi golden card. And I remember having some of the Burger King toys for Pokemon, but I can't remember what it was.
You know, I have
the earliest promotion I remember from a fast food that we ever had was, I remember we had, if anyone remembers like those semi-glass Batman Returns cups.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? We have a bunch of like Hercules plates.
Oh, sorry, not Batman Returns, Batman Forever.
Batman Forever, yeah. I used to have that, the Two-Face one.
So for the release of Hercules, they were giving away like plastic plates, and we still have them, and we use them really frequently.
That's right, Diglett was a top!
Oh, I remember that one! Oh my god!
I remember having Diglett!
Diglett, that was... Oh, I played... You know what? The other McDonald's toy I remember having was the bad guy from Mulan, and for some reason, like, like his bird thing would flap its wings, But that was like the coolest thing to me when I had that, because I was probably like 5 years old when that movie came out. So I don't know. All right, I had poor taste when I was a kid, and I still do now.
I was gonna say as a kid.
I have a confession to make. I have had lately a very, very dark urge that I've been trying desperately to resist, but probably won't. The urge to finally, after so many years of ignoring it, actually try to get into the Pokemon trading card game.
Oh, dude, don't. Trading card games are a well of money lost that you will never get back. They are. Oh God. Like
Dude,
I mean,
I still have my binders from back then. Never again.
like don't.
But for some reason, Emil is just going ham on them.
Dude, like, I get the urge because I've wanted to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Again after so many years, and it's like, okay, I
Stick
get
to
it.
one of the video games.
Yeah, but it's not worth it. They're the biggest ripoff in history. It's like, no.
I still wanna.
I know.
No.
It's like,
Don't.
it's a good way to meet people too, because they're such a social thing. Like, you need other people to play TCGs with, otherwise you're not playing them. But it's like I don't have $600 to spend to keep up for 2 years. You know. Ugh.
Yeah, but I still wanna.
I know.
Don't do it. This
I'm
coming from
probably
the guy
gonna.
that actually got into Duel Masters when it came out.
Okay,
Duel
hold
Masters.
on. Duel
What?
Masters. Is
Yeah,
that a Yu-Gi-Oh thing or
No, it was.
It's
it
sort
was,
of like
it was,
one of the imitators. From
It
the
was one of the
time.
imitators, and yeah, it sucked.
So
The designs on the cards were great, but God, it sucked.
So actually, one of the collectible things that I actually remember getting into, like at 12 years old or whatever, was when it first came out. Me and my family actually did a lot of Beyblades, and it's like it's weird because
Oh, have you seen the
where
clip from the show?
Moses
Yeah,
clears
Moses
the
with the
river
Beyblade.
with the Beyblade. It's just like I can't think of anything more mid 2000s than a Beyblade.
No,
they still make them and they
to-
still sell them.
Yeah. Ted may not remember this, but I'm sure Lewis and Nate probably do. Anyone remember Bones?
Yes,
Wait,
I think
what?
I do.
Those little plastic.
the little plastic
Little-
figurines that were all one solid color. They didn't. They weren't
They didn't
used
do
for
anything.
anything.
They weren't even. They weren't. Yeah, they were just there to collect.
Yeah.
okay, what was up with Pogs? I don't get what the deal with Pogs were. Was there
You
like
played a game that it was a game with them.
there was
it-
actually a game? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And-
How it was played is you had the heavy metal slammer thing, and you set the Pogs in a certain way. You slam the heavy one down. Any of the little light paper ones that would flip over when you slammed it down were yours to keep.
Oh, so it was like a game with no strategy at all.
Yeah.
then.
Yeah.
Basically.
And it was a risk reward type of thing where you could the more pogs you put in, the more you had a chance to win, and you could lose some of your special holofoil ones.
Oh, you were supposed to play the thing where you actually could lose the
Bet them.
cards.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
okay. Because I remember the Pokemon trading card game technically has a rule like that, where it's just like if you lose, you have to give such and such cards away, and I'm like, no,
was-
that's
No.
thief.
It was a very early trading card game rule, and that's the origin of the rule in the Final Fantasy games, where you like take your opponent's cards when you win. But
Have any of you guys seen Anime Crimes Division?
basically,
Yes.
they
Oh,
don't.
the thrill of playing Yu-Gi-Oh for keeps.
Yeah, the thing about it is like they stopped doing that, or they stopped emphasizing it anyway, because that caused controversy that it was gambling, and yeah, it kind of was.
Or kids would bully other kids about it.
Yeah,
That too.
pretty much. Yeah. Because I can imagine 8-year-olds being vicious about that kind of thing.
8-year-olds. Dude, this dates all the way back to Magic the Gathering. When
Yeah, I
just
know,
8-year-olds.
Oh, yeah, I know, but like 8-year-olds are more vicious than any nerdy 20-year-old can ever be.
Oh, you underestimate nerdy 20-year-olds.
You underestimate 8-year-olds, all right? Those
8-year-olds
No.
are sociopaths.
yeah.
8-year-olds are sociopaths. 20-year-olds don't need the excuse.
Well, no, it's more sad when 20-year-olds do it. I guess is
Just tank the hit.
Yeah.
Why
I don't
not?
got time for this shit.
Sonic the fucking Hedgehog, this shit. Yeah.
Wait, what? How are
Just take the hit.
but how are you supposed to like grab onto the thing? Oh, this game has the grab button. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, those were levels we played.
Oh yeah, those were levels.
This is how much I care about that.
Welcome to the channel, new people.
God, I love how animated they are.
Is
Someone say anime.
Donkey Kong anime in this essay?